everybody, it is Nick Chappell back for another episode of Nick Does Disney. I am at the boat launch area, the boat dock, if you will, at the Wilderness Lodge. I love this resort. I'm staying here for a quick little weekend trip, getting ready to hop on a boat and head over to Magic Kingdom, where we're going to do a ride that I have not done since March of 2020. I think you can probably guess what that is because it's been down for so long, but now it's back. And also have dinner at a restaurant I have not eaten at in years. That's all coming up on Nick Does Disney.
I'm walking right down the middle of Main Street, U.S.A. U.S.A. It's the heart of America, the heartbeat of the holiday. The place was made with a magical plan. Right down the street there is a fantasy land. I'm walking right down the middle of Main Street, U.S.A. I'm walking right down Main Street, USA. It's the heartbeat of holiday. Just hear that big brass band. They made a fantasy land. I'm walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA.
Oh man, you gotta love Main Street USA, the dapper dams, the sights, the sounds. That was awesome. Got to see a little cavalcade. But right now we are headed to Tomorrowland, where we're gonna ride a ride that I have not rode since March of 2020, just about 10 days or so before the shutdown of the parks. I think you know what I'm talking about. I can see it in the distance. Now I finally get to go back on it. No, I am not talking about Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. No. Nope. I'm talking about the PeopleMover, people. The line looks long, but I honestly don't care. It could be an hour long, and I would wait for it. I haven't rode this since a Moonlight Magic in early March of 2020, before the world went crazy. So it's good to be back. Oh man, after almost 15 months, people, it is time to get back on the PeopleMover. Oh, I missed this ramp, and it's actually working. Before the shutdown, this ramp was hardly ever working, but now, it's ascending me to the heaven of the PeopleMover. All these people waiting to be moved. I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am to be up here. You can't see it behind my mask, but I'm smiling from ear to ear. Oh, so excited.
Please supervise your children.
I am so happy right now. I cannot begin to tell you. If they would let me, I would just ride this thing all day and just never get off. And be totally happy doing that. And away we go.
We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your kids-friendly tour of Tomorrowland.
Oh man, so nice to see these views.
Preview many of the exciting
Little Space
places
Mountain, little
you
Tron in the background there. Hopefully coming in 2022 at some point. We're gonna get a good close look at that in a little bit. Gotta love that Astro Orbiter. That is a great ride to ride at night. Looking down below on Tomorrowland, Monsters Laugh floor. This is, what is it, May 14th? Been rumored that that's gonna open up soon, which would be fun to have back. We're gonna get a nice view of the castle here as we turn this corner, and boom, there she is. Oh, I've missed these views. Oh, I love this ride so much. Time to go in the dark.
And now, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority proudly presents Progress City, Walt Disney's dream for an experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Progress City was the inspiration for Epcot, and many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World.
The model has never looked better. Oh, it's so good to see it again.
where you'll find the greatest hits from around the galaxy.
Oh, that was so fun. Alright, so here we are with the Speedway, and then of course you can see Tron, and we're going to get pretty up close and personal with that in just a moment.
This is your chance to drive in the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
Tomorrowland Speedway, contemporary off in the distance. Astro Orbiter again. Oh, this is so great. Like I said, there's Tron. You can see the canopy construction. I think the canopy is pretty much all put together now. We've got a lot of work to do on the inside, still a lot of work to do on the outside, but the structure for the canopy is there. Now, of course, they have to put the, I guess, the roofing on it, if you will. A lot of work left to be done on Tron, but slowly but surely. All right, let's go inside Space Mountain.
We're now entering one of the real wonders of our world, Space Mountain. Blast off on a high-speed outer space adventure and careen through the cosmos.
Oh man, Space Mountain is never going to get old to me. I can ride it a million times every trip and just never ever get bored of it. The exit of Space Mountain down there. Very cool. Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Inside Space Mountain, you really can't see anything in here at all, obviously, because it's very, very dark. You can hear the screams in the background, and that's about it. Can't really see anything. You could see fun, though. You're looking at it. And back out we go, into the light.
Tomorrowland. Be sure to visit Space Mountain while you're here for an adventure that's out of this world.
Well, it looks like they haven't done any work since we went to Space Mountain, though. Time to pick up the slack there, fellas. Looks like they haven't done any more work since we went inside Space Mountain. So, fellas, time to pick up the slack a little bit, eh? You need a little pick-me-up, get a little jaw freeze, get your caffeine fix on. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In my entire 35 years on planet Earth, I've never had a cup of coffee. Weird, right?
Disney's Carousel Progress. Inside this rotating theater, full families welcome you into
Oh,
their
the
homes
Carousel of
yesterday and
Progress.
today.
Another
Starting
Tomorrowland
way back at the turn
classic.
of the 20th century.
We're getting closer to ending. I'm not ready to get off this thing yet. Coming up on our left here, some really cool TTA signs. I don't know if we're gonna go too fast to see them really well or not, but look at that. Put that on a t-shirt, I'd be a happy fella. I know it's zooming by real fast, but isn't that so cool? Just put it on a shirt, will ya? Back into the darkness we go.
Calling all space rangers, this is Buzz Lightyear. Report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against the evil Emperor's Order.
Could you imagine if that's how we really got our hair done? Did they really think that's what was going to happen in the future?
To save the entire galaxy.
Got an alien invasion down there. Once more, back out into the light. And there's another beautiful shot of the castle. Honestly, I have missed these views so much. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's just the best.
Share the fun.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
Well, our trip is coming to an end, I fear. I think we might have to do this again at night when it's all lit up in Tomorrowland, because that looks the best. Tomorrowland at night is my kind of aesthetic.
Because this transportation system never stops.
Well, PeopleMover, it's nice to have you back, my old friend. I missed you so much. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. I'm not saying it to be a cool little Disney fan. This is always one of my favorite rides, so it's super nice to have it back. That was a wonderful way to spend, what is it, 10 minutes or so? I don't even know how long this is exactly. It doesn't feel long enough to me because it's just so much fun, but it's nice to have you back, PeopleMover. And now, back down the ramp. Got to take the ramp up for the first time in forever, and now the ramp down for the first time in forever. Look at all these happy people being moved. All right, that was fun. All right, so I've got a little time still before my dinner, so I think we're gonna stay in Tomorrowland and go do a little driving. How about we go do the Tomorrowland Speedway? Because you're really not gonna see the line this short very often, so when in Rome, or when in Tomorrowland. Now, it's been a long time since I've actually drove one of these cars, since I'm usually here with my family, and my 10-year-old will usually drive me around, or sometimes even my 6-year-old. So this time, Dad gets to drive, which will be nice. Sweet smell of gasoline. Time to go electric, Disney. Let's do it. It's a windy day in Magic Kingdom. Look at these flags just blowing hard to the right. In my car, and my purple steering wheel here, waiting to go from slot number 12. And here we go. I got a good feeling about this, guys. I think we're gonna win. The number one rule is no bumping. A little shaky. Hope I'm not gonna make you motion sick watching this thing. Somebody up there is not putting the pedal to the metal, as they say. We are really going slow. Must be behind a first-time driver up there. This is gonna be a long ride. That car up there, the red car, is barely moving. I'm glad I have plenty of time before dinner. This is gonna be the longest ride ever on the Tomorrowland Speedway. That's okay, because it's such a fun ride. What a great logo, by the way. Put that on a t-shirt too while you're at it, Disney. Little PeopleMover action going by. We just got off of that. How fun was that? Maybe again, we'll do it later when it's nice and dark. And I haven't really drove one of these cars in eons because my kiddos will usually drive them. I'm feeling a little rusty. Forgot how hard it is to drive these things without ramming into the little bumper over and over. It's not easy, I gotta tell you. But enough with me, you don't want to see me. Let's look at Tron. There it is again. We saw it from the PeopleMover, now we're seeing it from the ground level. A lot of work going on in that canopy, like I said, but the inside is pretty much walled off. I don't think there's a whole lot of action going on inside Tron currently, which is kind of a bummer. I'm ready for that thing to open. Beautiful castle and the sun over there. Beautiful castle view over there. It is about 6:15 in the PM. What they call golden hour will be coming up soon as the sun starts to set, makes for some beautiful pictures. And this is a beautiful Florida night. This is May 14th. It's a Friday night. The park is not full at all. Lines are kind of low, to be honest with you, which is kind of weird. And it's about 80 degrees. Some clouds, so the sun's not beating on you. This is perfect weather to be in Disney World right now. And enjoy a ride on the Tomorrowland Speedway. Dumbo coming up on our right. I gotta tell you, this is the longest ride on the Speedway that I've had in a while, mainly because the people in front of me are not using that gas pedal very much at all. Hey, Dumbo. That's okay. An extended time on the Speedway is okay with me. But we're coming up to the end. What I tell you the number one rule was, do not bump that car in front of you. That's cause for expulsion from the park, I heard. And with that, ends our ride on the Speedway. What a great time that was. I'm glad we got to do that. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Actually, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is only 15 minutes. Usually never this short, so let's call an audible and do this before dinner as well. Let's be space cadets, shall we? Welcome to Star Command. This is still kind of a fun queue to me. This seems like a very 90s queue. Even though this ride wasn't built in the 90s, I don't think it opened in the 90s. I'm pretty sure it didn't. But it feels very 90s to me. But Buzz did recruit us to help him go defeat Emperor Zurg, and that's what we're gonna do. You got it, Buzz. It's almost showtime. You know what this also reminds me of? Hey! This also reminds me of... Now, I said this reminds me of the 90s. This also kind of reminds me of like laser tag for some reason, or, you know, like glow-in-the-dark putt-putt and bowling. Again, very 90s. All right, and we're on. Now, for some reason, I'm not very good at this game. I'm pretty good at Toy Story Midway Mania, but for some reason, not so much this one. And to video and play at the same time is going to be hard. Ooh, we're in the dark tunnel. Now, again, recording and shooting at the same time. It's not going to be easy. Activate those guns. I've never got Galactic Hero, which is 999,999. I never get even close to that, so we're playing for fun, right? It's all fun in games here. Yeah, how am I going to do this? How am I going to control which direction I'm going and video at the same time? This is not going to go well. This is not going well. I might just have to show you some of the rides. That thing over there looks like he's jumping out of a big can of Play-Doh. Is that what it is? Is it supposed to be Play-Doh? There's something on there. What does it say? Play. So it's Play-Doh. I've never noticed that before. Meanwhile, I am really not playing the game at all. For the first time, really, just kind of looking around. Got some big spiders, kind of three-headed monster there. That thing. You know what that looks like? It kind of looks like the thing from Little Shop at Horrors a little bit. Oh, hey! I got this guy popping up trying to scare you as well. We have our first Zerg sighting.
Seize them and their little green friends.
You'll never get me, Zerg. Pew, pew. It's a lot of battery power in there. There's that dastardly Zerg. I'll get you, Zerg. Now, I know there are spots in this ride where if you hit certain things, you get like a bajillion points. I don't know any of the cheats and where those kind of things are. But I'm sure you can find all the cheats online. Meanwhile, I'm just kind of blindly shooting things as I just really look at this ride. But I do know that now we're going into the emergency escape hatch. Now, this is the part, it's a dark tunnel. And this is where my kids would just hold the joystick and we would just spin round and round and round until I feel like I needed to puke. Whee! Now, this little part of the tunnel where the graphics are kind of on the ceiling and a projection, can't really see it on the camera because it's so dark in here. This is the worst. They could really do something to update this. It looks so bad, so blurry. You don't know what you're really supposed to be shooting at in here. I'd say it's a good time for an upgrade, if you will. I think that would be necessary at this point. Zerg definitely got picked up by the claw. We only got 10,000 points because we weren't really trying. But Buzz did save the day in the end. Alright, so we've had some fun around Tomorrowland. We're going to leave Tomorrowland, head back to Main Street, U.S.A., and go to a restaurant I have not eaten at in years. And I'm excited, and I'm hungry. And here we are, the Plaza Restaurant. I have not eaten here in quite some time. I was able to snag a last-minute reservation. I'm very excited. Let's take a look at the menu before we hop on in here, see what we're in for. Ooh, a nice chili. They've got a BLT salad. They've got crab cakes. Plaza loaded fries. That sounds good. A burger, meatloaf, fried chicken sandwich, Impossible Burger, a turkey club, and a roast beef au jus. And of course, they serve ice cream like they would at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. Very excited. And while we wait, we've got a beautiful view of Cinderella's castle and a lot of tables in there. You can actually see the castle from inside the restaurant. So it's really got one of the better views of any restaurant here in Disney World, which is awesome. So, looking at a castle while we wait for some tasty, tasty food. Alrighty, just got the text. Our table is ready, so let's go inside and eat some tasty food at the Plaza Restaurant. Alright, so I just got my table here at the Plaza Restaurant. Wait till you see this view. Bam! The same view I just had when I was sitting outside waiting for my table. That is awesome. Dinner with the view right there, my friends. Really, really cool. Of course, as is the case anywhere, you get to scan the QR code to get your menu, and then they bring you out a separate one for all the drinks. They have milkshakes, a few different kinds of those. They have beer, wine, white wine, red wine, and cocktails. Lots to choose from. But me, I'm a water guy. All right, so first up, my appetizer. This is the chili. It's a pinto bean chili with cashew cream and a lime wedge down there. That looks awesome. This looks very good. I love chili. Walt's chili out at the is it Carnation Cafe in Disneyland is super good. Never had this one, but it looks pretty good. And I am a chili fiend, so let's see how it tastes. Still can't get over the view of that castle while I'm sitting here eating this chili, and it is super good. I love the cashew, like sour cream. The lime adds a nice little zest in it. All in all, this is a solid bowl of chili, and for only $9, it is not bad, and it's a pretty decent size. You can't see the size of the bowl, but or cup, I should say, but that's a really nice little appetizer. A solid bowl of chili, indeed. You know, I don't know why we don't eat here more often. This is a restaurant we just kind of overlook because Skipper Canteen is so great. Crystal Palace gets a lot of attention too, but this has been pretty good so far. Love the chili, love the view. And now we have a roast beef au jus coming out for our main entree. So I'm gonna finish off this chili and have that delicious sounding sandwich coming up pretty soon. Maybe we'll save room for ice cream, I don't know. We'll see. Could you tell I liked it? Could you tell I like it? Could you tell I liked it? That was a solid bowl of chili, man. Like I said, that cashew sour cream with the lime made a very, very nice flavor combo. Dig it. All right, while we wait for our dinner, I thought I'd show you off the inside of the dining room a little bit. As you can see, it is very small. Not a lot of tables in here at all. Nice and tight and quaint in here. I don't know, maybe 30 tables tops? Not many. Probably less than that. Maybe more like 20, 25. Pretty tiny. All right, so the entrees here. This is the roast beef au jus. Kind of like a Philly cheesesteak. It's roast beef with onions, peppers, horseradish, and of course the au jus that you can dip in there. So it's kind of like a French dip, if you will. I guess more like a French dip over a Philly cheesesteak. Then you've got your salt and pepper little packets over there, some ketchup to dip these tasty fries in. This is a lot of food for, what is this? I think it was $19. That looks pretty tasty. There's a lot of beef in it. This is a healthy size of food. And the way to do this, of course, you take the sandwich, you dip it right into that jus, make it nice and moist. So we've dipped it, but the real thing is, how does it taste? Super good. Love the cheese on there. The roast beef is perfectly cooked. I love peppers too. I love the grilled peppers on there, and the jus makes it all nice and moist. Pretty good. Again, you're probably getting sick of me saying this and keep, showing you this view, but it's just so awesome to have this as a view at dinner. I wish I could have this at home as a view for dinner. Maybe I'll just put it on TV and just look at it while I eat a frozen meal or something, but the food, not too shabby, as you can see. Almost a member of the Clean Plate Club. Couldn't quite finish off that, last couple little bites. And that was a lot of fries, so I can't quite finish all those. But all in all, a tasty, tasty sandwich. All right, so I am all done with my tasty meal at the Plaza Restaurant. And like I said, it's been years since I ate there. And it was pretty good. That chili was a nice little bowl of chili. Nothing to write home about. It wasn't the greatest cup of chili I ever had, but I really liked that cashew cream, like I told you. That was great, and the lime really made it, a little zesty, which was good. And the roast beef au jus. There you go, if I get that out. It's pretty good too. All in all, there was a nice sandwich. It was a nice little cup of chili. Not a bad price either. It's a hard reservation to get sometimes too. I don't really know why, because it's definitely not the best restaurant here. That would definitely go to Skipper Canteen. I would say Be Our Guest is probably a little better too, but it's so small in there, so I guess that's why it's hard to get a reservation. But I'm glad I went back. It was a good meal, and we have a little more than an hour until the park closes, so let's go wander around a little bit. Best time of the day. Sun's starting to set. Cinderella Castle is going to be lit up soon. Beautiful. And how great does the castle look with all the 50th anniversary enhancements that we put on here? And how great does the castle look with all the 50th anniversary enhancements they put on here? Looks so awesome. If I wasn't going to be human, I would want to be a Disney duck. They have the best life. Look at them. Just swimming around the moat around Cinderella's castle, eating popcorn all day. Not a bad way to live as a Disney duck. One of the more overlooked thing in Magic Kingdom, in my opinion anyway, is walking through Cinderella's castle and seeing the murals. A little busy in here right now, but these tile murals are just awesome. So cool. How many tiles do you think are on this wall? Because they're little mini tiles too. It's gotta be thousands and thousands of them, but it is so pretty in here. It's so breezy. It's a nice way to cool down too. Really take some time next time you're over here and check out the murals, because they're great. Peter Pan's Flight getting a little bit of a refurb outside. Wait time, only 20 minutes. Peter Pan's Flight getting a little refurb on the sign outside and the entrance around it. Wait time only 20 minutes. I don't know, that's mighty tempting. It's usually way longer. We might have to do that one. I also very much wish they would sell the artwork in this line because it is so cool. Like, I would love to have that hanging in my house. This one would be awesome too. And the second star to the right. All these I would love to own. This really is one of the better queues in Disney World, in my humble opinion. So many cool little special effects. Tink will fly around here. I don't see her now. Maybe we'll catch her at some point. That is a cool little detail, how they made it like a pirate ship with the broom and the flag. And you got the sail, all on the headboard. Here's Tink. There she is. Just gonna make this ship rock back and forth. So cool. So cool, love it. Alrighty, ready to get on our pirate ship and go flying away. One of my favorite things, and it's such a simple little touch, but one of the coolest things. Love it. Little pixie dust sprinkle and away we go. You know where we're going.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Going to Neverland, right, Peter? Still, a classic and one of my favorites. Look at the city down below. I always like to tell my kid, he loves it, that all the little moving cars down there, it's just a bicycle chain with like black light paint, and it just looks like cars are going by down there, but it's just a bicycle chain with paint on it. Now we're pretty sure with all the changes going on, with all the other rides around Disney World, like Splash Mountain and Jungle Cruise, this is probably going to be another one due for a refurb at some point pretty soon. So I'm going to enjoy every scene and every last minute of it that I can, in case they do indeed change some of the scenes in here. Speaking of scenes that will probably end up going away, but Peter is always there to save the day. Oh, that Mr. Smee. And TikTok Croc has got Captain Hook again. You better watch out or he's going to have 2 hooks. Then I don't know how he's going to eat. The end. The end. What a great ride. Such a classic. Peter Pan's flight done. Small World only a 10-minute wait. So why don't we take a little cruise on Small World? And looking at this line, it is definitely not a 10-minute wait. This is a straight up walk-on. You gotta love that. As I said, straight up walk-on.
And please watch your children.
We just found out our July cruise is canceled for this summer. So I guess I'll have to take a cruise on Small World instead. This ride does drive me nuts after a while. It's one of my wife's favorites. Not one of mine, but I do like the little drummer guys. Oui, oui, Paris. I guess these little moving around chess pieces are kind of cool. Just wobbling around a little bit. Do you think they're ever going to upgrade Small World, or do they leave a classic attraction like this alone? I mean, Peter Pan's Flight, like we just did, is a pretty classic attraction. You would think eventually this might be due for an upgrade with all the modern technology they have for animatronics. I don't know. Some of these old dolls really kind of creep me out a little bit. Just saying. I gotta tell you, I don't mind the yodeler though. I'm alright with the yodeler. He's cool with me. I'll allow it. Why is the blue guy going absolutely nuts and just bobbing all around? The guy in the back is like, you know what? I'm gonna take a nap. You do all the bobbling around. right, so the next couple of rooms are the rooms that I actually don't mind. I love this little jungle theme room with the hippos, the monkeys dipping in and out of the water. This part I can get into. I love the little giraffes up there bobbing their heads and necks back and forth, the elephant way up top. This room I can get down with. This room I'm cool with. Who doesn't love that hippo? Come on. Then up here we have an exorcist bird. His head can go all the way completely around 360 degrees. Insane. And this is the other room that I actually really do enjoy. I love the jungle room, and then I love the tropical room that we have in here. The islands, if you will. Got some hula dancers over here. Well, I guess it's a platypus? Looks like a platypus. Messing around with some eggs. I don't really know what's going on there. But I do love the music in here. Love the tiki kind of vibe that you get in here. This just screams Adventureland to me. Yeah, I can totally get down with this room. The last room of the ride. That sweet, sweet release when you know you're getting off soon. I kid because I love.
Please remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop at the dock.
Goodbye, small world. Alright, so we did dinner, and then we did Peter Pan and Small World, and I said earlier, I wouldn't mind doing the TTA when things got a little darker outside. And things are definitely darker outside. And I'm kind of craving a little ride on the TTA. So I think we're going to do it to close out the night because the park's going to close in about 20 minutes. The line is about 20 minutes. So I say it's high time we go hop in line and go on the TTA again. What do you say? Much shorter wait than it was earlier. It was a 20-minute wait earlier. It took about a true 20 minutes. This looks about half that. But the bad news is, it's currently stopped, so hopefully that gets moving again soon. And just as I say that, there it goes again. So we should be in good shape. PeopleMover, round 2. And it broke down while we were on it. My beloved ramp has betrayed me. I don't know, I'm getting a little nervous because this ride is stopping an awful lot here in the past 5 minutes. Hopefully we get on. Luckily it's moving again, but it keeps stopping, so we'll see if we can make it through. Hello, Cone. And it stopped again. I got a bad feeling about this ride. It's gonna take us all night to get through this thing at this rate. Not looking good. Well, that was a bummer. I waited and waited and waited to get on the TTA, but it's just down. It's been down for I don't even know how many minutes now. It doesn't look like it's gonna start back up. The park closes in literally 2 minutes, so I don't think the TTA will be running the rest of the night. So that was a bummer, but we got to ride it during the day, so there's that. So with that being said, since we didn't get a night ride, which is a bummer because that ride is even better at night if you ask me. But I did get to ride it once, so that's good enough for me. We're gonna start to mosey our way on out of here, leave Tomorrowland, head to Main Street, and I gotta catch a boat to get back to Wilderness Lodge. So stinking pretty at night. Cinderella's castle never, ever, ever gets old. So with that, I think we're gonna call it a night. Yeah, again, it's a bummer we couldn't do the TTA, the PeopleMover for a second time at night. But that's quite all right. We had a great night, had a great dinner, did some fun rides, all in all a good time. One last look at the castle. I am out of here. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Subscribe down below. And don't forget, I am a travel agent with Dreams Unlimited Travel. So if you want to do all the fun things and eat all the fun food you saw me chow down on today, you can book a trip through me. I'll leave all the things you need to know in the comments below. My brain is fried at this point, I'm sorry. I'll leave a link for you down below so you can contact me and book your dream Disney vacation. Thank you so much for watching Nick Does Disney. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will talk to you later. Have a great night, everybody. Every time I end the video, or try to end the video, something else cool happens. On our way out, we've got Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, and Pluto saying goodnight. Good night, everybody. And again, I try to end the video and something else cool happens. The electrical water pageant floating by as I wait for my boat back to the Wilderness Lodge. One of the coolest, most underrated things. A lot of people don't know about it. Just kind of have to stumble upon it, but it's so stinking cool. All right, we'll try this for a third time. The video is over.